That $250,000 a year success reminded me. So when we were in Monaco, and the first time ever, I've had 7 figures hit the bank. I've had 8 figures hit the bank. I'd never hit, 9 figures cash hit the bank. My wife and I are having breakfast in Monaco. Never forget this. Money hits. I'm sitting there. We're having an incredible conversation. I said, so babe, what's going to change when we go back with you? And, here we are now.
Patrick bet David.
Patrick bet David.
Patrick bet David.
Patrick bet David.
And I'm looking at her. She's laying in bed crying. I'm like, oh my God, I just need something good when I come home. I said, what happened, babe? She had a miscarriage. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, dude, like what else am I doing to be going through all of this stuff? The moment you have a choice for a big vision and then things happen, you lose the right to complain about it. I say, hey, congratulations to you. You outworked me this year. There's no question about it. But let me give you a guarantee. You will never, ever be able to compete with me for the rest of your life. I swear to God.
An event here, 2,000 people were here. We had snipers on that side and on this side, 40 security, SWAT, local PD. Everybody was here to make sure secure, dogs, canines, everything.
I wanted to understand how Patrick bet David manifested his reality. Influence like this and appearing everywhere around the world doesn't just happen by simple hard work. What is he doing that's different to all the other creators out there?
After I got hired there, my day 1 is 9/10/01. Day 2, Tuesday, 9/11. I'm at their office in Glendale, the headquarters in World Trade Center crashes, 3,600 employees. Mom is panicking. She says, we got to get out of the country because if Patrick stays here, he has to serve the military if he's past 12 years old. Born and raised in Iran. I lived there for almost 11 years. 6 weeks after Khomeini died in Iran, it was a mess. I was in 5th grade at a school called Gulbenkian, where there's riots and protesting because people cannot believe Khomeini passed away. And I'm trying to find my parents. This is a time there's no cell phones, there's no beepers, there's no pagers, there's no, nothing. There's nothing going on to be able to talk to your parents, and cars all over the place, chaos. You're, 10 years old trying to find your dad and your mom. And my dad is 2 hours away at a city called Karaj. And eventually we find a way to get away. We go to the house. My mom is panicking. She says, we got to get out of the country because if Patrick stays here, he has to serve the military if he's past 12 years old. And that's exactly what happens. We get on a plane. We Lufthansa flight. We go to Germany. I stay at a refugee camp there for 18 months at Erlangen. After high school, I joined the army. I go to the army thinking I'm going to do this for 20 years. And then I was a bodybuilder. I was going to be the next Arnold. I was going to win Mr. Olympia, go into Hollywood, marry a Kennedy, be a governor. And then I met a girl named Janvier, who was a financial advisor at Morgan Stanley Dean Witter. And she had graduated from UCLA. She was a money manager for a lot of Laker players. And she finally said, hey, this is what I'm doing. I said, I'd love to work there as well. She said, you got to go to school. I said, I'm not going to college. I submitted 100 resumes to the top financial institutions, Smith Barney, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, you name them, TD Waterhouse, everybody. And I got 30 response out of the 100 because back then it was faxing. I put a nice joke at the front, so it was very funny, my best joke that I had there at the time. And 30 people called me back. They said, half of them said, very funny approach. We respect it. You're not qualified, but we just wanted to call you. We like your approach. Great. The other half, 15 of them, offered me interviews. I went to interviews, eventually got hired by Morgan Stanley Dean Witter in Glendale. And after I got hired there, got my Series 7, 66, 31, 26 life and health. My day 1 is 9/10/01. Day 2, Tuesday, 9/11. I'm at the headquarters. I'm at their office in Glendale, the headquarters in World Trade Center crashes, 3,600 employees. I'm supposed to go there. This is my day 2. Like, this is the worst time to get into this industry. Everybody's quitting. Everybody's leaving. The market's tanking. Nobody wants to talk to their clients. They're all scared. Guy in the corner commits suicide 7 months later because he lost a big book of business.
You could easily tell his upbringing wasn't easy. He was going through chaos, pain, and suffering. But what did he do to transform that? It was so easy for him to become a victim and say, my life's been this way because of this, this, and this. How is it he turned into someone where people who go through same situations don't turn into anyone?
What was the single most important mental shift that you made? The one that just changed everything?
Single most mental shift that I made is as much as I watched my friends who had a hard time having breakthroughs in life, a pattern I saw that I had at a younger age, and it always felt awkward. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Well, it's my mom's fault. It's my dad's fault. It's welfare. It's this. It's America's fault. It's the school. It's the teacher's fault. Now, it's my fault. What do you mean it's your fault? Well, I love getting incredible service. But if I don't have the resources, McDonald's is not going to give me the service of the best 3 Michelin star restaurant in New York. They're not supposed to. They're getting paid $10 an hour, $20 an hour. They're not going to give me great service. So if you want the best service in the world, you got to earn the right to go get the best service in the world. Okay, that makes sense. If you want people to work hard for you, you got to set a great example for them. If you want respect in a marketplace in a certain way when you walk into a room, you got to earn it. If they don't give it to you, you've given the world permission to do that. It's on you. It's not on the world. If you want freedom, if you want people to respect your parents and attend to them in a certain way, they have to know who the son is, who the daughter is. Everything came back to me. And that wasn't the most exciting mindset because it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of burden. But let me tell you something. Everything improved. Everything improved in every single way. I started reading books because it was all on me. I started finding ways to make relationships better because it was all on me. I started finding ways on how to treat people better, how to win friends and influence people because it was all on me. I started paying attention on how to raise money because it was all on me.
I started seeing reality like a game. And if reality was a game, what are the controls that allow us to control our character? What if responsibility was one of the major controls? You see, blame scatters energy. Responsibility pulls it back in. The moment you take responsibility for emotions, the surrounding environment, the reality around you, your reactions, circumstances, the moment you take that responsibility, you become the player. You're not this NPC character anymore that the world happens to them. If that's really the mechanism, I need to see how far he took it and how he did it.
So, but you have to get past the blurry phase. The blurry phase where it's kind of, what if we do this one day? What do you think about a product that we can do this? And what do you think about this? And what do you think? Oh my God, that's so awesome. Oh shit, it's hard. Oh my God, that's so great. Oh, 17 other people have tried it. Oh my gosh, but this is what's going to be our differentiator. No, 8 people have done that. No one's ever done this before. We go to 6 investment bankers. Yeah, there's like 22 companies trying to do that right now. Dang. So what do we do? What's our differentiator? That takes us, that, and then you're going, and you see light. You're like, whoa, what is that? I haven't seen this light for a while. And you get closer, you're like, oh my God, I see a path towards massive success. Let her rip. Let's go. It's going to happen. It takes a minute to get to that level of conviction. It's very hard. Most people don't ever make it to that because the blurry phase is where 98% of people quit. Because it's so hard to see the light. You got to go through some very confusing moments until you finally see the light.
What's been your most difficult time in business, in life, in your career? And how did you overcome that?
It's been a lot of them. I mean, I remember when I started the business and I put all my savings into an insurance company. And 18 months later or so, I'm down to my last $13,000. I come home, my wife, who fully committed to the vision and never questioned me ever. I come home, she's pregnant. Everything they're saying about me to her, the text messages she's getting, the emails, the calls, just constant negativity. And I come home at our apartment at the Summit in Woodland Hills. And I walk up to the second floor. Then I go to our bedroom on the third floor. And I'm looking at her. She's laying in bed crying. I'm like, oh my God, I just need something good when I come home. I said, what happened, babe? She had a miscarriage. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, dude, like what else am I doing to be going through all of this stuff? So it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm having a conversation. I grab my iPod Touch, whatever the iTouch, the stuff back in the days that was just music. And I go outside and I play my 80s music and I just talk to God. And it's like, what are you doing? What did I do? Why are you making everything so challenging? Why? I really believe this is a good thing that we're doing. I think this is good for the world. Why are you not making a miracle happen? What are we doing right now? Like, what's going on? Do you want me to quit and go do something else? Is that what you want me to do? So I don't want to do that. What do you want me to do? I'm willing to tolerate the pain. But come on, man. Like, something's got to happen right now. Anyways, it was just a very, challenging day because I know what she was going through and she was fully committed to me. Anyways, the next week we got a massive bonus from AIG I was not expecting. If I don't get that commission that week, that bonus, I don't know how I paid the salary for all my employees. I literally don't know how to pay the salary. And nobody knew. It was just like, I don't know how I'm going to pay you guys. I don't know how I'm going to pay the rent. We had a big office space, $22,000, $24,000 a month rent. I don't have that kind of money at the time. I'm down to my last $13,000. And then boom, one by one. First time I made $250,000. It's the only time I slow down. I'll never forget when I made $250, I thought my business was going to grow on its own. And I'm at an event. And at this one event, the leader of the company gets up and he says, there's two people that are going to get the MVP award. And they're dragging it out. And let me tell you, and oh my God, it was so close and all this other. You know what I think I want to do? I want to bring both of these guys up on stage and have number 2 award the MVP award to the first place guy. So I'm like, okay, if they're doing this, I'm the guy in the room. Like, I'm the guy that is supposed to win it. So I already know what's about to happen. But I walk up. And they go for another 10 minutes. And I love these guys. So they're playing because we're all trollers. We all, like doing this kind of stuff. So I know what they're doing. We're just shooting, talking shit, all this stuff. Great. And the MVP goes to this other guy. They give me the award. There's like 1,000 people in the room. And I hand the award to him. Patrick, would you like to say anything? It's like UFC, when you win, they talk to the winner. This is like, no, we don't talk to the loser. So I grab the mic and I get up and I look at the guy before I go to the stage. I say, hey, congratulations to you. You outworked me this year. There's no question about it. But let me give you a guarantee. You will never, ever be able to compete with me for the rest of your life. I swear to God. I just got the chill. By the way, people who were in the room, they remember this moment. Grab the mic. I said, he's deserved it. He's earned it. Congratulations. Very calm. This tone. But stay tuned, because you'll see what's going to happen when we leave this place. I go back. I sit with my 172 agents that were with me. We have a meeting afterwards. And I said, we're going to kill everybody. And then we left. But here's what I learned. I learned that if you flinch, you're going to get caught. You're a strong character individual that when you look at their eyes, you're intimidated by their eyes. Why do they look like that? What gave them the right to look at you that way? And why does it when you look at a drug addict who's an alcoholic who can't even look at you in your eyes? The look of an embarrassment. Why can't he look at you in the eyes? Because they're embarrassed of themselves. Why are they embarrassed of themselves? Because 78 times they said they're going to quit drinking alcohol, they haven't. Because 100 people gave them $20 saying, if you don't use it on alcohol, I'll give you $20. And they said, I will not. They took the $20 and went straight to the liquor store and they bought alcohol. They don't respect themselves. That's why eyes look the way they do. That's why in the game of poker, guys wear glasses. Because you can see a man's soul through their eyes. You can tell what kind of a life a person's lived through their eyes. You know when somebody's ice cold and they have no feelings. You can see rage. You can see happiness. You can see peace. You can see joy. You can see insecurities. You can see a person that doesn't believe in themselves. This whole thing is about building trust. So if you want to have a certain level of peace, confidence when you're talking to somebody, and let's just say that's God, and let's just say if you believe he sees everything you do, well, guess what? If you did a lot of different things, you ain't gonna look at him in a straight way. And we're like, well, hey, what's up, God? How you doing, man? Everything good? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's understand. Yeah, I said to you and I did it again. And you try to do your best to improve.
So listening to the parallels of what Patrick did and my own experiences, it's like when you're on the hunt for something, it activates this deeply primal and ancient energy in you that you're just on the move trying to accomplish this mission. Like it's like playing a game, like you need to finish the level and then get to the next level and the next level. Obviously enjoy the levels as you're going, and as you go to these levels, you evolve as a character and you pick up powers and you pick up skills and you pick up more strengths.
One video I shoot is called Life of an Entrepreneur, 90 Seconds Goes Viral. It was the first video that ever went viral when Facebook didn't yet have something called viral. Like 600,000 views was viral. This thing got 25 million views. We're talking October 31st of 2015. I know that because I took my son out to go trick-or-treating for Halloween. We come back. 2 hours later, the video's got 265,000 views. I go to sleep, wake up, 10 million views. 24 hours, 25 million views, and that video's gone all over the place. And then an audience showed up. And then people started asking me for consulting. I'm not a consultant. So I booked the first client. He calls in, he books me for 3 hours. And then that led into us building a consulting firm. We got our building next door. We do engagements for 10,000 businesses in 60 plus countries. And then it led into app called Manek, building that for networking app. And then our podcast, I start talking about business, start interviewing interesting people. Then all of a sudden I'm talking about current events, politics. And then this whole thing takes off and is now a holding company. It's growing in a major way. And it's the next phase, next 40-year run we're on right now. That $250,000 a year success reminded me. So when we were in Monaco, and the first time ever, I've had 7 figures hit the bank. I've had 8 figures hit the bank. I'd never hit, 9 figures cash hit the bank. My wife and I are having breakfast in Monaco. Never forget this. Money hits. I'm sitting there. We're having an incredible conversation. I said, so babe, what's going to change when we go back with you? So let me tell you what I'm not attracted to. What's that, babe? If you're going to be the girl that's going to be playing tennis every day, golfing every day, going to the spa every day, shopping every day, I'm so turned off by that. It's not going to work. So I never did this for money. If you want to go with this next phase with me, here's what I'm planning on doing. Nothing's changing with me. We're living in the same house, same car. I'm working every day. Nothing's going to change because I never did this for money. I did this for a vision. We had a very good conversation. She's crying. I'm crying because we worked so hard for this. That woman worked very hard. And she's always had my back with the business. And, here we are now.
Most people, when they see what we do from the outside, they think it's just a podcast. They're like, these guys are just YouTubers. They're just doing a podcast. But they don't realize we have a consulting firm that we do engagements for nearly 10,000 clients, 60 plus countries. We're going to build 3 properties there to house 1,500 employees. Long term, this is going to be one of the most powerful holding companies in the world. When Dana White introduced me to the president, we're at a UFC fight, and this is pre-him becoming president and winning the second time around.
Projecting your mind forward now, what do you think would be the biggest challenge that's going to come for you, that you're going to face, cross? What shape, what form will it take, and how are you going to overcome it?
Oh, it's going to be all defamation of character. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be all different.
Okay. Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Because I have strong opinions, and I'm not going to stop talking about my opinions. And some people don't like what I have to say. And the way you have to undermine the individual's opinion is by defaming their character, so they lose credibility. That's all it is. Character assassination is going to be the biggest one with me. And it's already happening, smaller scale, but it's going to get more and more and more. But it's inevitable. And for somebody to be like, oh my God, poor you, it's unfair. You chose to go fight. You chose to have a big vision. I chose to do that. The moment you have a choice for a big vision and then things happen, you lose the right to complain about it. You do. You signed up for it. Nobody told you to do it.
And I started to ask myself that could it be that most of the suffering comes from people not acting on their dreams, people not acting on their passions, people not acting on the divine gift that was given to them to birth into reality. Because deep down, you know that you're not creating as you should be creating. At this point, the pattern's so obvious. He's just taking responsibility of his life. It sounds so simple, but it's yielding results in ways that is difficult even for him to imagine. He took this radical responsibility that absolutely rewired the whole game. And I had one final question for him. Can you give me and my viewers the $1 billion advice?
Big thinking that knows how to tolerate pain. If you can do that, let's find out how the market's going to do 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now.